Morning YouTube, Rob Brinlow here with another manga review. This time I'm going to be reviewing Redline. This is the most recent manga that I have bought. Okay, let's see what it says. Redline is the biggest and most deadly racing tournament in the universe, held once every 5 years. Everyone wants to stake their claim to fame, including Sweet JP, a reckless daredevil oblivious to speed limits with his ultra-customised car. All the while, organised crime and militaristic governments want to leverage the race to their own ends. Naughty people. Amongst the elite rival drivers in the tournament, Sweet JP falls for the most alluring Sonoshi McLaren. Bit of a in-joke there, in reference to the McLaren F1 for Formula Racing, I'm guessing. But she will prove to be his undoing, or can the high-speed romance survive a mass destruction race? One of the most exciting and visually inventive films in years, Studio Madhouse, who made Ninja Scroll and Summer Wars, have gone all out with the incredibly stylized Redline. Redline is a bit of a strange one. Effectively, it's kind of like F-Zero, if you remember the old SNES game from back in the years. It's kind of like that. Yeah, so for instance, it doesn't really have like a huge story. It's nothing really gripping, but the artwork for it is also kind of like I want to say Eon Flux, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't quite nailed it down yet at the moment. But yeah, the story revolves around Sweet JP taking part in the first race, which is called Yellow Line, which if you win, you then qualify for Red Line, which is meant to be the hardest race ever. This, again, it's kind of like F-Zero, yeah. The course starts off like an oval, and then conversely gets far more difficult, etc. So he's in Yellow Line, he has the race, and one of the things that I can also mention is that it's kind of relative to things like the Fast and the Furious, where they use nitrous oxide, or NOS they call it. They have a thing called gold nitro, which is kind of like for want of a better word, like a little egg about yay big, completely gold. It's like a mechanical thing, and then you put it into like a water tank, I guess, and then the pill closes, and then you get the energy discharged from it, and that's what the nitrous is. I actually think that's quite an ingenious way, you know, because obviously the future is going to change, and so will racing, you know, with everything. There is another one, which I'll come to in a minute, which Sonoshi has, and it will make sense when you watch it. I'm not going to tell you the full story, because obviously that will ruin it, but needless to say, he does qualify for Redline, and so does Sonoshi. And one of the reasons he comes up with the name Sweet JP is because he has a Trans Am 3000, which he refuses to have any weapons on it. As far as he's concerned, it's more of a case of speed rather than brutality on this. So yeah, if you're a very skilled driver, you shouldn't need to have weapons. I think that's what his kind of philosophy is. But the other thing I should point out is, I can show you, that's his car. The first car. The second one ends up with a wheel in the middle, which is a bit of a random design, but it does make sense later on. That is Sonoshi. She's kind of got green and pink hair, which is rocking awesome. But the thing I was going to try and point out, which I can't actually on this one, is that through the whole film you see JP's life from when he grows up as a little boy, probably about 9 or 10, up until the point where he is now. And his hair starts off like that long, and by the end of the film it's like that long. He's got like the biggest thing of hair I've ever seen for a cartoon, but weirdly enough it does kind of work, which is, well, different in a film. I thoroughly liked it. At first I was a bit unsure, so I watched it a couple of times and it did grow on me. You know, you kind of sit there thinking, yeah, I want them to win. The other character, Sonoshi McLaren, she has a thing called Steamlight. Steamlight is effectively like a small ball, about same size as like a giant marble, and it's meant to be very rare to come across, but it is a form of nitrous, but it's like concentrated, I think is probably the best way to explain it. So whereas the steam light is like, not steam light, the gold nitro is kind of like maybe for straight line. The steam light would be, for instance, doing the whole track maybe like 5 times. It's instead of going like 100 miles an hour with the steam light, the gold nitro, you can do like 120. A steam light will make you do 500 miles an hour. That is the huge difference in it. Again, I'm not going to tell you the full story because otherwise it'll be a bit pointless and you won't watch it, but I'm going to put the description in it from Wikipedia down in the description bar down in a minute. It's thoroughly worth watching, even if it's, peeing it with rain like it is outside today. Wonderful. Go and watch it and see what you think, and please write any comments or anything in the comments below. See what you think about it. I'm trying to make these reviews sort of a bit more of aware now, so if you could spread the word on things like Twitter, Facebook, anything that I haven't heard of, I just want to try and make these a bit more open and known about, really. I'm not really making money from it, but it's more sort of I would like to be seen taken a little bit serious on this, but this is again for fun, and it's not just for me, it's for you out there in YouTube land. Okay, my next one I'm going to do is Summer Wars and Spirited Away. So have a good day, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.